So where are you guys at now? Like, what's next step for you? You said you've been, pitching a lot this week and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
so we still need to get financial support from seed investors
Right.
to help us to finalize the development of the platform and do the initial commercial ramp up.
Yeah.
And I think we have that's our key priority now. We know what we want to do. We have customer lineup.
Yeah. And how much are you looking for?
We raised $1 million.
You have raised.
No, we are
Oh, you're
looking
raising.
for
Yeah.
So that's
and that will finance you for the next.
that will finance us for 1 year, 1.5 years.
Yeah.
And that's give us enough time to really go out there, do business,
Yeah.
and show that this company can play a meaningful role in the ecosystem.
Yeah. And what's it been like for you? I mean, the entrepreneurial journey is one thing. The entrepreneurial journey in a brand new technology and industry comes with a whole different set of challenges, right? You're explaining new tech and new things to people that have never seen them. It's not like I'm trying to sell you a couch, and that's my business. You're trying to introduce a concept whilst pitching a business and a platform. So what's the journey been like for you, and in particular also in Asia, where there's different dynamics at play?
So I think the first part, the long part of the project was first to ourselves understand what we should do,
right,
and collect enough information from the market, the customer, and about the technologies that we become self-aware of really of what we want to do and what we believe is the right things to do. And then when you have that, because you have accumulated so much knowledge, and it's very difficult to translate it in something that people can understand.
Right.
So then we spend a lot of time to try to simplify as much as possible the message in order that people who are not from the technology background, or even who are not directly professional of this investment process, can relate to what we do.
Yeah.
And it's something we're still working on.
Yeah.
And as often, you meet a lot of people who will be negative or naysayer.
Yeah.
And then you find some people who are enthusiastic and who will support you, and it's very interesting.
These days when you're going around and doing these pitches and stuff like that, especially in the kind of 2018 crypto climate, are people still interested in what you're doing? And when you use the term blockchain and stuff, does it grab their interest, or has it become a little bit less fascinating to people in this year?
Yeah, so I think what you mentioned that before is like before people, when we were saying blockchain, they were saying, are you doing an ICO? And say, oh, no, we don't do an ICO. And they closed the door. And it was like, okay, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
It's like you kind of, why are you doing blockchain and not doing an ICO?
Right.
Do you have token? No, I don't have token. People, they don't understand why. So, but now we see people coming back and say, like, oh, could you explain me? Because that seems different. So I would be interesting to understand more about it and understand.
It's so funny how fast things change. If this time last year, as you say, you just tell people you're doing an ICO and they'll give you $40 million, or you could raise it in a crowd sale in 24 hours or something. And now, because of the the pullback, the correction, whatever you want to call it, I think people are probably looking and saying, okay, well that was, so you're doing a blockchain without an ICO. Well, how does that work? And why is that better? And it's so funny how fickle we are and how fast things change.
Yeah, so we try to look at fundamental of the market, the customer, and the application.
Yeah.
Because we believe the fundamentals will.
Well, that's the way you should be looking at it, right?
So we try to get abstraction of all this mood of the market, early stage startup investment, and
I think that's the way to go. I think that's the right way to go. But I mean, I got to imagine as an entrepreneur, especially in last year's climate, it's got to be so hard to not be pulled in, not be enticed by what the carrot dangling in this air. Because I'm sure you had the thought, well, what if we made this a public blockchain and we did an ICO and we could raise maybe 20 million USD or in a couple months.
Some company did that, and I'm happy for them.
Many did, and it's got to be tough to be when you're trying to raise $1 million seed, from the traditional avenues. See someone raise 20 like that. I mean, you know, it makes you think, I'm sure.
Yeah, but
maybe not. Maybe you were totally
no,
committed to
no. Of course, we had this thought process, and we have seen blockchain in energy. I think there is Power Ledger in Australia who raised 30 million. You have Electrify in Singapore who raised more than 20 million US dollar. So you have people close to our sphere who have been very successful in raising money.
Yeah.
And I'm happy for them, and I hope they will be able to use these resources to come with meaningful innovation for the energy sector.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just didn't think it was fitting our customer. Yeah. So then what do you do?
I honestly, at this stage, I like that, and I think it's probably seen as a benefit, because anyone who's interacting with you and hearing that, at the very least, they'll know that, you know, you didn't go for greed and sacrifice the, you know, the product that you're trying to build, right? If it doesn't need that, then don't be drawn into doing it. I think, again, because of what's happened over the last year, people probably see that as a positive.